And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Music Free Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. Hope you're having a fabulous day today, as I remember where the webcam is. There it is. I can actually click the right buttons. Hey, hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a beautiful Saturday morning where I live. Little chilly, but that's to be expected in April. Hey, so I'm going to be getting started with some Minecraft, but before I do, I want to jump in with a couple of things. First off, just a reminder, I am raising money for Direct Relief's COVID-19 relief stuff. If you can donate and help, that would be awesome. Any donations of $5 or more will inflict one of these happy extreme sour warheads on my person. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to those, so that could be fun. Also, I have a goal. If we hit $50, I'll do another karaoke stream. So that will be fun and exciting for those of you who like to really see me embarrass myself on the internet. Speaking of which, I forgot to grab my glasses. Oh, what is that? There's a fingerprint in the middle of my glasses. That's apparently I put them away in a less there we go. That's better. You get all the screen reflection now. Isn't that great? All right. So there's that. Also, the other announcement is this is going to be a little bit shorter stream than my typical Saturday streams. I have a hard stop just a little bit before 10. So yeah. So we'll go until about 9:45 or so, which is, still a little over 2 hours. So that'll be good. Now, let's go ahead and get into the game and try to hit back to the game on OBS. It's not going to work as well as hitting it in Minecraft. Okay, so we've got a couple of things going on here. So first off, I do need to get some more concrete. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm working on building a hockey rink, as it says in the title of the stream. Because sometimes that's even right. All right. So I spent a little time off camera clearing out the area where the hockey rink is going to be. So you can see where this is. Now, this is an NHL-sized hockey rink. For those of you who like international hockey, this is not going to be that large. NHL rinks are a little bit narrower than international rinks. Hey, how's it going there, Coyote? Welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the blue line here. Hey, Marvel, also welcome. Hope y'all are having lovely, awesome, and amazing days today, because seems like a thing to do on a Saturday. You love ice? Nice. Yep, that was the other thing I've got spent some time doing off camera, is gathering up some ice to layer on top of this. Ice in your drink. Nice. For me, it depends on what I'm drinking. Hot chocolate ice tends to sort of ruin the ambiance of that. Sodas, that's an entirely different story. Little ice can be a good thing there. Awesome. I am having a good day so far. I'm not going to have enough red concrete. Oh, that's annoying. Well, I'll go craft some more. But yeah, I've been having a good day so far. I mean, I've only been up for a couple of hours, so got that going for me. It's one of those annoying mornings where I wake up and it's a half hour before my alarm is supposed to go off. It's like, man, it was not. I'd like to get those hours back. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, let's use those. That's all right. It's like, maybe I'll save the poppies, but it'll be okay. We'll just go with it. Hey, if you want to give them, I'll take them. Sparks are fun. All right. However, I do need to now go turn this powder. I'm gonna probably need a lot more than that. Actually, do I have? I do have bones, so that'll work. It's like, do I have bone meal? Well, no, I have bones. Yep. And thank you there for the follow there, Coyote. I appreciate that. Yep. Oops. Wrong floor. This is where the flowers are. Okay, good enough. Alright, let's make some dye. Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely going to need some more concrete powder than I've got. That should be enough. Because the way this is going to end up working, at least that's the plan, is of course the red will go in for the back lines, and stuff, but I also am going to use it for the face-off circles, most of them. There's one I like to do. There's the center ring, which, oh no. I bet that idiot walked into the fire up here again. Yeah. Okay, you know what? That's bad for you. Don't do that. You know, these crazy iron golems, they get up here, and then they walk into the lava fall. It's like, what is wrong with you? Alright, well, you know. I never said iron golems were smart. You know, that's just how it goes. Alright. Let's meander back this way. Man, my glasses are not sitting right on my face today. It's the joy of wearing glasses with headphones, you know. Not necessarily ideal. But you go with it or something. Okay, so I'm just gonna meander over here. This is my. Since I don't have an AFK is a little bit generous, but I don't have an AFK concrete machine, so I get to do it the old-fashioned way by stacking up concrete powder. You stack it up, pour a little water down the side. It's all good. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, clouds. All right, come on. Yep, I wasn't counting. I went out and got it. I crafted a bunch of white concretes last night. Crafted some blue. Apparently, I didn't craft quite enough red. Well, that's okay. We'll just plow my way through this. I'll just dig on down. Let's see what fun and exciting things are happening over here. Where it's nothing as fun as exciting as digging concrete. We got that. Okay, so down we go. I'll just see how this is going to go. I mean, it'll go fine, I'm sure, but it'll be fun once I get this. Yeah, okay. It's like, why is that a weird number, 18? Because I had 16 powder and 2 actual concrete, so. So, yes, turns out 16 plus 2 is 18. Math still works, despite our recent viral problems. Math is still functioning, which is probably a good thing. Let's see. Oh, one of the villagers came to visit the king. All right. I've still been trying to figure out. I talked a little bit on Thursday, talking about what sort of mob should I have on the ice playing this game, right? And Iron Golems seem obvious, though I was also thinking maybe the Iron Golems would make sense as referees instead. That could be fun, but I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to need grab some white concrete here now, because what I need to do is figure out where this is. I'm actually on this side of the rink, so I've created a blueprint for myself here so that I could see how this is supposed to work. And going up, 6 blocks from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a red one. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 2, 3. Oops. Nope. Face-off circle is looking a little bit less circular. 2. Now, it is sort of important to have some lights, because otherwise you end up with zombies on your hockey rink, and that's, I miscounted here somewhere. Right there. That's where it is. Screwed up over here. Yeah, man. Again, counting. Not just something you do on Sesame Street. 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. All right. Awesome. Okay, and then right here in the center, plop. So there's one face-off circle. And we'll do the same thing over here. Again, from the red line, this corner will go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, because counting is cool. 2, 3. There we go. Now, of course, it being Minecraft, you can only have so much detail. I think I said it a couple of streams ago that building in Minecraft is a lot like building an impressionist painting, right? Where it's you'd like to have it look cool, but you can't get photorealism in a world with meter square blocks. So excuse me, but it does work pretty well regardless. So let's get over here and do this ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which again is fairly straightforward. Just a couple of circles. Or, a reasonable facsimile thereof. Now, I've built one of these before on PlayStation. And that was fun. The difference there was I wasn't going to put ice, or I didn't put ice on it. So lighting was fairly easy. For the lighting, I just slapped some carpet over things and called it a day. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That goes there, and this is in the wrong place. I was sort of randomly filling in, and turns out I randomly went in the wrong direction. Okay, so then this goes here like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you. We're sort of in the way. Oh, don't tell me I still don't have enough red. I need, what is this? 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more red concrete. Well, that's just silly. Let's just beam down here to the vault. Let's take a look. Now, I actually have plenty. I've got plenty of red dye. I've got sand and gravel over here, so it's not like this is a big deal. It's just annoying. Okay, that's enough. Said I only need like 5, so that's 16 will be fine. In fact, I think I'll just do this here. That's why I built this in the first place. It's not particularly large. Okay. Nope, was definitely not large enough. There we go. Ah! Well, that was not how that was supposed to go. On the plus side, because I have a hammer of awesomeness, I can just plow up that way. There we go. Yeah, I've got a spot where I may end up building a concrete machine. You know, something that feeds you concrete powder, spits out stuff, you know. Oh. Hi. How are you? Now, I did have the thought that, oh, maybe I could do, like, zombie pigmen, which are not hostile. But they're going to become a little more hostile with the Nether update. So, you know, that might not be a good idea. Okay. So that's that. Now, the center ring. So obviously, I've got a bunch of stuff. You know, all of these things I need to take out. I will do that eventually. These beds and things. In fact, I might build a little bit. Actually, I was thinking too, I might use these beds in the bench area. Right, not that I would expect the hockey players to be sleeping on the bench, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta. Okay, so anyway, center ring. Now, my blueprints, I did that in green. Oh, also, I've got a couple of. I need to put these forward dots in. Right. So those are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're in 6 from the sides here. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that was about as wrong as I could have made it. There. Because this outer row is part of the rink. Okay, that is ice. Or will be ice when I get there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the dots. Okay. Cool. Right, that's the face-off dot when they have face-off just outside the zone. Yeah, type of thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try doing this the right way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and dots. Okay, dot is good. As they might say in some other thing. Okay, I don't know. All right, so we've got our sealed barrel. And some beds and stuff. All right, cool. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take some of these and just move them. Just move them around. I've got a number of villagers over here. I kind of would like them to stick around over here, at least for the time being. And at least until I get the new get the benches in or whatever else is going to go on here. I'm sure it'll be something fun. All right. So that's where we're at now. Right, we've got happy circles, we've got some other stuff. So great. Well, all right, let's start filling this in. Apparently it is also nighttime now, so okay. Yeah, now the farmers tend to go to bed early, but that's all right. So the plan here. Go ahead and just fill this in. So the plan is to put the concrete down. Now I'd like, so I've got a bunch of ice, some packed ice that I'd like to put down. Now, catch with packed ice is it will melt. So you've got to, so I can't place like jack-o'-lanterns into it. I've got to do sea lanterns. I can't place torches around it, otherwise, again, the ice would melt, which is not what you're looking for in your typical hockey rink, right? Otherwise, it becomes a swimming pool, and that's an entirely different sport. You know, then it's water polo. And, you know, water polo was fun, but not played very well in ice skates. Okay, I don't think there's any water polo player who would say that their sport would be improved if the players wore ice skates. Okay, now that's admittedly a little bit of a guess on my part. I don't personally know any water polo players, but I think that's a fairly safe assumption. Okay, I mean I've seen a couple of water polo matches. I've seen the uniforms they wear. Skates, pads, not exactly part of your typical water polo uniform scheme. Yeah, I mean, if you need pads to play water polo, maybe you're in the wrong sport, or maybe you're just playing it wrong. Or, you know, you're wearing swimmies. That would be a thing, too. It's like, did you see that? Some team shows up at the Olympics for water polo, and they're wearing swimmies. You know, they got the little things around their arms, you know. Yeah, again, not thinking that's going to be real high on the list there. All right, so got some progress being made here. Is it enough progress? Who knows? But there's some. This is going to take a lot of concrete. So much concrete. So much. Yeah, so lighting is going to be an issue here. Now, I think what I'm going to do, or what I might do, is under part of this, I may do, I might do, like, carpet over sea lanterns in a few places. But for these large areas here, that's not going to work. And I really would like it just to be all ice. I think it would look cool. Well, so we'll see. Now, I do have enough sea lanterns working arranged to get enough sea lanterns, thanks to the Guardian farm, that I could just do overhead lighting. Okay, and that wouldn't be too bad. So, all right, I do need to go get some more concrete, and I'm almost certainly not going to have enough. I also should go get some of the green concrete. Why green, you ask? Because green is the color I want to use for the... Oh yeah, definitely not enough. Green is the color I want to use for the circle at center ice. Okay. Okay, so it looks like the easiest way to measure this out is 1, 2, 3. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and then that goes there. I think is how that's... So let me see. 1, 2, 3, that goes there, and then this goes this way. Like that. Okay, I believe that's how I've got this going. Now the one issue that the Rink has is it is a little bit, well, it's basically just the number of blocks that are places. There we go. It's not a big deal. It's just something to be aware of. You know, now most hockey rinks, they'll have like a blue dot in the middle of this ring because it's an even number width. I can't do that because, you know, it's Minecraft. But otherwise, it's not too bad. Now I think I'd have to go back to my PS4 world and see. But heck, I'm not sure I can even navigate my PS4 world anymore. It's been so long since I've played it. But I might have to do a little bit of something. I think I made an adjustment to this circle on the fly that I did not that I didn't update my schematic for. I think it was just something to try to do something with this circle, but I think it's okay. Actually, I think it's even more okay because this time, when I first did it, I put the circle through the red line. I don't think I'm doing... Obviously, I didn't do that here. I don't think I'm going to do it in this one. So I think it's going to look okay. I think it was what happened because it's a little bit off-center, or a little bit squished, actually, not off-center. The circle is perfectly centered, and that is the problem. Because it was a little squished. Right, let me show you here. Get some torches down. Right, it's 3 blocks wide this way, but only 2 blocks wide at the top this way. So it's just a little bit squished. It doesn't look quite as circular when this goes all the way through. Because the red line's there, it breaks up the circle, so it doesn't look quite as squished. So, fisherman there is looking forward to the impending hockey season, I think. You know, because I'm sure he's all into ice fishing and stuff too, so hockey is just I don't know, just say it's a waste of ice. So suddenly he's not looking forward to hockey season anymore, and he's really wishing it would go away. I don't know. It's weird and strange. And also, that goes there. Okay, so we'll just again keep this going. Like that. Okay, so you can kind of see how this is working out here. Okay, get this Get all this concrete in. For those of you wondering if have you ever played hockey, the answer to that would be no. Unless you count 2K Sports hockey, and then maybe that's a yes, but no, I played football. I am not comfortable on skates. I can remember the first time I went ice skating, I had ended up with blisters on the sides of my ankles. Man, that was not fun. Okay. Right, so that's half of it. Oops. Hey, come on. I can do it. All right, so you can see how this is going to look. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So other than the fact I'm not convinced I have enough ice. It's not too hard to collect more, because this is a very builder-friendly world, which I'm happy about. With the quarry and all that good stuff, you know, it's... But, yeah, it's one of those things, if y'all, if enough people become Patreon subscribers over there at patreon.com/musicfreegaming, that is the first Patreon goal, is to set up a Minecraft server. And I will definitely be modeling some of the features after what Mandolin's got going on here, because, well, I like building in survival. I also like having easy access to a few of these types of things. You know, it just takes a little time. Okay, so let's get this going here just a little bit. Oh yeah, so much concrete. Like I said, I'm fairly certain I have enough. I said I did the math on the stream last time. What was it, Thursday? I said it's something like 1,700 blocks. It's actually I'm rounding up a little bit, but that is a lot of concrete, and it's a lot of ice. So definitely gonna need more. Well, okay. So, oh yeah, this is gonna be great fun, right? Now the goals, right? I'm gonna be right there. I think that's might be slightly. Actually, the goals are eventually actually gonna be just a little bit wider than what you might actually see regulation-wise, but again, we're dealing with Minecraft, so it's more like impressionism than some photorealism. So I think Van Gogh more than I don't know who's a famous realist painter. I don't know. I've lost track. My art history class was so long ago. So that's ice. As you can see, I've got some ice. So, will it be enough? That's a definite maybe. There are significant amounts of maybe happening there. But we'll find out. So, in the meantime, I am going to need some white concrete. Yeah, that's white dye. All right, and let's get a little bit more white dye. And let's ooh. Okay, that's definitely an insufficient amount. Yeah, 64 blocks, not going to cut it. It's a little bit annoying. I've got to jump through the white dye hoop here, but it's all right. We'll go through it. Ta-da! All right. There we go. Now, the catch here is now I have to go turn all this concrete powder into actual concrete, which where a nice AFK concrete farm would be. Really nice, in fact. But, you know, yeah, go with it. All right. Well, the good news is, or the good news? On the good news? What the heck, man? It's early. Apparently thinking is not something I'm going to be doing a lot of today. The good news is I should also have enough honey generated here over the next period of time that I'm playing, that I should be able to finish the hive on Tuesday, which is definitely going to be exciting. It'd be nice to get that all, at least the structure all done. All right, so we'll just take this up this way. You know, being mindful of the build limit. I hit that a couple of times. I was doing, I was making all that white concrete from before that I would just put in, and it's like, oh, I can't place anymore. Oh, okay, build limit. Great, let's drop some water on. Oh, wait, I can't put that water on top of that block either because, hey, build limit. All right. Now, I am going to take advantage of the fact I have an awesome pickaxe as well. So what I'm going to do, since it takes out a 3x3 block, I can stack this stuff up in a nice, easily diggable pattern, and then I can go dig down and get all that stuff. All right, so yeah, see, I'm at 206. It's definitely not the build limit, but it's high enough. Okay, and it's good to know that water was absolutely deep enough for me to drop that far without hurting myself. Water is nice. Darn it. That's all right. Won't hurt anything. Since I think I'm going to build the next tower right next to it anyway. As long as I make it a point not to jump on it. That would be bad for the knees, I think. All right. So, let's see. Just hop right on up here with again, a little bit more concrete powder. This will be enough. Actually, it'll probably be a lot more than enough, in which case I can do some other things. But I'm sure I could find a good use for white concrete powder. Like, one of the things I was contemplating building in this area, probably right around over there somewhere, was doing some brightly colored concrete structure of some sort. Maybe a Barbie house, you know, that could be. I don't know. We shall find out. In the meantime, got all this concrete I gotta make. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop with this stack. I'll pour the water down to concretify all of it. Went a little too fast. Okay. Holding down the space bar. I am building real far. Or something. Okay. Yeah. Don't expect sick beats from this old white guy. All right. Here we go. All right. Now, step one. Put some water down there. And we'll just pour a little bit of water down that way. Great. Awesome. So that's going to concrete everything. Make sure I do have the right hammer here. Yes. Okay. And down we go. See, it goes a lot faster this way. I'm going to... Oh, good. I'm building faster than the water. That's... Or digging faster than the water. That's fun. It's a race. Who can go faster? A water or a man with a pickaxe? I suppose the... I mean, you'd think water with the advantage of gravity would, be winning this race, but... who knows? When does physics give a care about what's happening in Minecraft, right? Okay, so either that or I'm just going to have some like permanent waterfalls here, which would be really silly, but also kind of funny. All right, digging, down we go. Clunkety, clunkety, clunk. Okay. Game is better at sound effects than I am, so I should probably stop. I can't tell if the water's actually falling or not. Okay, yeah, it is. All right. Oh, hey, it's a trader. I thought I heard a voice. Hi, how are you? Oh, he's got some coral. Packed ice. Well, turns out I already have some of that. Thank you. Though I do like the look of that coral. This bubble coral. All right. Awesome. As the water falls slowly. Well, yeah. Good luck, water. May gravity find you and bring you to your final destination. Which actually sounds a little creepy when said that way. Okay. And if Frozen 2 taught me anything, is that water has memory, and it will remember that. Oh, look, another trader. Are they bees all over the place? Yes, they're bees. No. Oh, that's horn coral on this guy. And gunpowder. He's all about it. Of course, he also sort of lost track of his llamas, so... It's nice of him to show up, but this is absolutely not a place for... where he's going to get a lot of trading action going on. Yes, you don't get to... Are you... just the... Are you the king's... handler? I mean, the cat doesn't go anywhere. Sort of like a platypus. It doesn't do much. Okay. Alright, so we'll just, again, just slap a little bit of our concrete down. Again, I'm hoping that with the 3 stacks or 6 stacks, I guess I had. I'm hoping that'll be enough. I mean, I have enough concrete powder. I can probably finish this if I need to. Just heck, if I got really crazy and tried to be a little more efficient about it, I could just put the concrete down and just pour water all over this silly build, which would be a lot more efficient and save wear and tear on my pickaxe. You know, why did nobody tell me about this before? Okay, you know, it's just one of those deep philosophical questions that now I'm facing extra confusion over. Okay, well, you know, live and learn and then get loves, as they say. Of course, none of my children are in diapers, and they would all probably protest somewhat loudly if I attempted to put them in diapers. And at least one of them, actually probably 3 of them, would be able to, violently stop me. I mean, I've got one as a black belt in Taekwondo, and one as a ballet dancer. I mean, all of my girls did ballet, but one of them is she's pretty professional right now. We're trying to get into her first ballet companies. And when she was 12, I think it was, that girl, we were, yeah, as you do, we were just sort of wrestling around, and she rolled onto her back, braced her feet against my chest, and pushed, and lifted me off the ground. Now, I am a considerably large individual. That was water and not a torch. Turns out they look different. Different tasks, you know. But yeah, I was probably 250 at the time. Yeah, maybe not quite that heavy. But yeah, she picked me up. So yeah, it's so yeah, that's a thing. Dancers, they have strong legs. Don't annoy them or they will kick you, and their point shoes are hard. Most ballet dancers have gotten kicked in the head with a point shoe at some point in their life. It just happens. You're learning. You get people, shoes flying around, flailing all over the place. And those point shoes are like clubs, man. You know, the points on those shoes, the block, as they call it, is, you know, it's wood and glue and, you know, sawdust and stuff. But, yep. Definitely going to need the concrete powder. All right, so again, we'll just... So you just, do it that way. All right. Because that, again, would have been the efficient way to have done this in the first place. It's just to lay out all the concrete powder and pour water all over this silly mess. Again, at the very least, it would save wear and tear on my axe. My pickaxe. Okay. Yep, here we go. Just, hey, how's it going, Civil? Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you back. Hope you're having a fine Saturday morning. I am looking forward to conference this morning, which is why it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream so I can stop in time to watch conference. Okay, I think I've got it all. Go, gadget, water bucket. Of course, again, maybe putting that in the middle of the concrete would have been the way to go, but, you know, Never been high on efficiency here. Okay, great. Now, let's try to keep things from spawning on the ice until I'm ready to do something about it. All right. Well, that seems to be working okay. Ooh, chocolate chip waffles. That sounds yummy. That sounds really good, actually. We just bought chocolate chips here, too. Actually, what I'm thinking I need to do is we had after Christmas, our grocery store had, you know, just various Christmassy baking stuff on sale. And so we ended up getting some peppermint, like, baking nuggets. I thought, you know what would be really good would be to throw those in with some chocolate brownies of some sort or other. Okay, let's grab some ice. Ice, as they say, is nice. And, ooh, I'm also going to... Okay, hang on. I'm going to have to go get some more sea lanterns here real quick. All right, let's warp to the inn. Oh, sea lanterns, I really hope there are some. Or, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, sea lanterns, there we go. This is why I can do sea lanterns in all of my builds. It's because mandolin is awesome. Okay. Okay. All right. The server's going to lag. Well, that's annoying. All right. I'll just beam over here. That's fine. It's not that far from where I need to be. Ah! It also helps if you can use doors, which apparently I can't in any reasonable way. Doors are hard. Okay, so I realized too I had been deficient in my parenting when my kids came back from an activity and says, "We had chocolate chip waffles. We've never had them before." It's like, how did we never end up making chocolate chip waffles for people? Then I realized we don't really like to cook, and that's how. All right. All right. So now, again, oh, before I get too crazy here too. Watch me break all of this stuff. I have in one of these boxes, not that one. Probably one of these nice Halloween gift boxes or something somewhere. All right, I know I had some cobwebs. Where did I put them? It's not in my flowers and dyes. Got string. Maybe I put it over here in the food. It's not food, but it is an animal product, so I could totally see it. Well, what happened to all my cobwebs? Alright, well that's annoying. I know I had some somewhere, because it was one of these boxes, I thought. And I thought it was a Halloween box that Mandolin dropped. Oh, well. Alright, well, I will have to go hunt up some cobwebs. That's annoying. It's alright. That is okay, though. So, I just wanted to grab those acacia frames because I want to... because I want to have the spot for the... I'm going to put the net up. You know, it's nice to have goals in life, but especially when you're playing hockey. Okay, So, grab the fence. Okay. Now it is a little bit large for a hockey goal, but it's all right. We'll go with it. Okay, the boos, I'm sure, are now proceeding forth with great haste. All right, see now. See, this is gonna be fine, I think. If it's not, Plan B, and actually, in some ways, it was Plan 1A, but Plan B was always to slap some carpet on top of this. You know, just grab some, make a trip to Walmart, pick up enough wool to throw carpet over the ice, right? Which would give plenty. Oh, do I have my? Okay, yeah, I do have my Silk Touch pickaxe just in case I misplace one of these. Okay. Yeah. All right. So definitely have a heat problem. All right. All right. All right. We can figure something out here. Okay. Now, I'm not entirely sure what's down there that would be warming up this block, but of course, it's possible there were torches too close. I don't know. I don't remember what the melt radius of ice and torches and stuff was, but it's certainly high enough that... okay. So I think what I'll do... let's just grab some sea lanterns here. Yeah, I'm going to need to take out a good portion of this ceiling and slap in some sea lanterns. Now the catch is I don't remember quite how far over I'm going up in the area above me, so yeah, that's going to be its own special breed of fun. But that's okay. I should probably take those out too, just to be on the safe side. Speaking of being safe, I'll just drop a sea lantern there. Again. Really? Really? Alright, well. I mean, sea lanterns are great and all, but they're not ice. Alright, so we'll just plop all of this over this way. Hang on. Something go screwy over? No, okay. It's okay. So I looked over my video and it's like, wait a minute, something looks not entirely right here. Okay, yeah, I've got serious melt issues going on down here. That would be that torch. Okay. Sea lanterns don't generate heat, so they are ice safe. At least that's the theory. Okay. Someone got the cat trapped in a box. Okay. Poor cat's trapped inside. It's like my cats will just... I've got one. He's got an aversion to closed doors. I don't know what... Well, that's interesting. That is a really odd pattern to have shown up there. Because it is right under the sea lanterns. So maybe they do put off enough ice melting action here. that's gonna be that's gonna be even worse. All right. All right. So if I see if I move these up just a little bit. Ah, that's ice. Just that's also not ice. Okay. And let's just see if maybe this'll, if I slide this up just one more block, just based off the melt pattern there. I don't build with ice very often for, I'm going to say obvious reasons, mostly because it's just hard to deal with, but. All right, so let's go ahead and take that out. Well, you know, that bedroom is a little bit flooded, but I'm sure that's also the wrong block. Okay. All right, well. And maybe that'll be far enough away. Yeah, I've got serious melting going on here, and that's not ideal, to be honest. Why is this? All right, let me just take a quick nap. And let's go to the Googles. All right. Minecraft packed ice. Let's see now. How is this natural occurrence? Yes, it grows in places. You can silk touch it. Let's see. What is the melt? Mobs can spawn on ice. Great. Packed ice. Unlike normal ice, packed ice does not melt near light sources. Oh, that's because I've got regular ice. All right. That's why it's melting. Okay. I have now caused myself serious problems. Okay. Maybe unserious problems. It's Minecraft. How serious is any of this? Hey, Marvel. Welcome back. Thank you for all those sparks. All right. Because this is what happens when you don't read the label. All right. Well, then. Fine. Let's take a quick moment, and then I have to go deal with that skeleton. Let's pack all the ice, which means I'm going to need a lot more ice than I've got. I mean, you know, I got all this ice. If I'm going to have to pack all of it, it's going to be seriously inconvenient. All right. Well, that's fine. Packed ice, not blue ice. Packed ice. There we go. So how's it going, Coyote? You having a good day, I hope? Or at least a day to be good on. One of those things. Packed ice. There we go. Oh yeah, this is going to involve a lot more ice than I was hoping for. But that's okay. Well, I'll deal with it in some miraculous way, I'm sure. Oh, actually, to save myself some time. Where did I put it? Oh, no. Okay. I'm just going to continue beam back and forth because apparently that is a thing. Okay. That silly iron golem is once again setting himself on fire. You would think that he would have learned at this point. Yes, grab the pillow hammer. Pillow hammer, it's a hammer with silk touch. Alright. Alright, see if I can go rescue as much of this ice over here as I can before it starts to get too crazy and melty and all that stuff. All right. All right, I'll just go gather up all of this ice. Slap some packed ice there just because. Okay, you know. That's all right. I got it now. It's going to be fine. All right, just a little bit of learning. It happens. Also happens apparently a little bit of breakage of the concrete too that way. Yeah, I think that works. And thank you for those sparks there, Civil. The cute little Easter bunny going on there. Or Easter chicken. I can totally see. That's why I've got these silly things on my face. Because seeing is something I like to do on occasion. Okay. I really should put a name on my Silk Touch pickaxe just so that I can recognize it. Unfortunately, the packed ice, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You can't see through the packed ice. Which is okay. It's just... That's just annoying. All right, fine. I'm going to have to do a little bit of other stuff, but that's okay. So I think what I'll do is I will slap I'll slap the packed ice on, cover all the white. Darn it. Yeah, I was hoping I was going to be able to see through it, but... So I looked, oh look, yeah, I can see through the ice, not a problem. All right, the good news is, I think it's good news, is that you can, is it still slippery? Yeah. The good news is, carpet should work and not take away the iciness of it. So, at least that's the idea. All right. Well, that's annoying. However, I think what I can do is there might be some places where I can actually use the regular ice, not the packed ice. That would make some sense. All right. Well, fine. I'm definitely going to have to go get some more ice things in places. Man. That is that's disappointing. Okay. And not a huge issue, just disappointing. Of course, what is I suppose the definition of near? That might have been close enough. Let me... I don't know. It's this might have been close enough that I could have put some... If I could just put the lights high enough, it wouldn't have melted, but I don't know. All right. We'll go with the disappointment. Okay. It just means I have to go get 18 gazillion wool blocks to fill in here. But that's okay. Again, that was always part of the plan anyway, but it is disappointing. Okay, so packed ice doesn't melt with light sources. Hopefully it doesn't melt with the torches too, because that would be really disappointing. All right. Well, you know, I mentioned I don't build with ice very often because it's such a pain to get a hold of. Or typically is. Okay, so we'll just... I've been working on the ice rink all the livelong day. I'm putting down the blocks here and don't know what to say. Okay, see? That's what makes the karaoke stream so fun, is when I start going off as... and trying to sing as Smeagol and or Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, if that's more your speed. Okay, so oops, that's a fence post. I'm sorry, you don't get to drive to the goal because you're gonna hit this fence. I'm sure it'll be okay and no one will notice. Put a little light there before some other creature of the dark spawns in. Oh, speaking of creatures of the dark, so my wife got me the complete Addams Family series on DVD for Christmas, and that was super awesome. She doesn't like them. She thinks they're creepy. I think they're also kooky, mysterious, and spooky, but you know, that's just me. But I was asking my kids what they thought of it, and I think one of them literally said, "Question mark?" I will jump on this poor sleeping man's face. Yep, I would need so much more ice now that I'm doing it all packed. Wowzers. Okay. I was thinking maybe I should have put some ice down yesterday. He said, "Oh, I should put a little down just to see what it looks like. What's it all doing? You know, that type of thing." All right. Well, fine. I'll do it that way. It's okay. Just means I have to go get a whole lot of packed ice. Or of regular ice and then pack it. But that's okay. At least you still slide on it, right? Not as much as you do on regular ice, but... which would have been a lot more fun for putting golems and stuff on the ice. But hey, you know, we'll go with it. All right, so what do I have? A bunch of extra stuff. All right. So let me go drop off some of this stuff. Yeah, the concrete and the other stuff. Right, because I don't need the concrete now. Yep, I did use up all of the ice, which, since I have to pack it all, is a little bit annoying. Annoying. It's annoying. It is. It is. All right, so I've got the pillow hammer. All right, let's go to the quarry. Let's see. I believe the ice is down this way. Let me look. Maybe there's a packed ice one too that would save me some time. Let's see. What is this? Ah, yes, packed ice. Awesome. That will definitely save some time. All right. Just get out here with the pillow hammer and so yeah, this is what makes projects like this possible, is the quarry. All right. Yep. If it ever does get to the point where I am setting up my own Minecraft server, I am definitely doing stuff like this. It's all the fun of survival with the ease of access of creative. Or at least mostly ease of access. You gotta work at it a little bit, you know. Okay, so we'll just... Oh, come on. Alright, so what do I have? Not nearly enough. So I think when I did the math on Thursday, it's like, okay, I'm going to need like 26 stacks. Which is a lot of ice when it comes down to it. It's almost enough for a McDonald's, you know, supersized cup, you know? You need a big gulp. You're going to need all sorts of ice. I'm just glad we got sort of away from the... There's a thing... It was a trend back in the 80s, maybe the early... Hey, come on back here. I need you. Where they put crushed ice in drinks instead of like cubes or something like that. And man, I hated that because the crushed ice would definitely be the type that would just wait until you can't get to your soda and then would all come crashing down on your nose. And I don't know about you, but that was not high on my list of things to really enjoy. All right. Just pound my way through all the ice. Yeah. Definitely going to have to take a trip to Walmart here and grab lots and lots of white wool and some red wool. Fortunately, I have about 18 people's share of cobblestone and dirt because I hoard this stuff. I don't know why, but at least dirt's not exactly replaceable. Dirt is a finite resource, but cobblestone isn't. You know, cobblestone generators have been a thing in Minecraft for some time. And, you know, I am more than capable of making those. All right. Let's just to tidy up after myself here. Throw some of this packed ice in there so I can pick up the rest of it. Get it all? All right. Do I have enough inventory space? Yes. Awesome. Okay. Just make sure it's empty. All right. Now let's get back to the vault. Oh, yeah. Back to... I don't know what causes this particular amount of lag, but it gets annoying. Usually it's not an issue, but every once in a while it is. It's like, okay, well, I think my project is close enough to my vault. I can walk to it. The reason I haven't moved my project point over here is that I plan on coming back. I still have stuff I need to do over here in the swamp, so I just figured I need a brief break from building the swamp village, or swamp city it's gotten to be. I need a quick break so I can be over here getting enough honey so I can finish the hive. Alright, so I've got plenty of ice. So much ice. So much. It keeps me happy and warm on really cold days. You know, I live in a mountain desert, okay? Which is normally lovely, especially in the summer, because we never get ridiculously hot. I think our all-time high is 96. It's all-time recorded high temperature. But in winter, we get stupid cold. I mean, stupid. So, it gets so cold that it's like, I think minus 55, minus 60 was the coldest. Probably closer to the former. And I've been out in those days when it's been in the minus 40s, and that just hurts. So yeah, ice is warm compared to that. Okay. Oops. Let's not use the pillow hammer now. As nice as it is to silk touch large areas of things. Okay. Now, unfortunately, mobs can spawn on this, so I'm gonna have to be sure I have enough light. But the good news is it's actually going to be easier. Since I have to cover all of this in carpet anyway, I can just drop sea lanterns in and amongst all of the ice, and it'll be fine. Yeah, I thought... Oops. Come here. Be in the right place, I tell you. I mean, admittedly, that's not exactly the most commanding voice I have. Go get the bad guys. The heroes are escaping. Stop them. Yeah, it's not really intimidating, you know. Oh, I go get creepy, right? You know, you get... I'm going to be watching you while you sleep. Yeah, that gets a little creepy. Which is part of the fun of doing Smeagol sings.
I think you put the ice over a red concrete.
I did, in fact. Thank you. Right there. Thank you so much, Kyle. Yeah, it's kind of fun singing love songs as Smeagol because they get super creepy. I think my last Twitch Sings VOD is still up on Mixer. That one, for copyright reasons, is not going up onto YouTube. YouTube being ridiculously strict about such things. Okay, so... Well, you know, sometimes I get the blocks in the right place. And then there are days like today. Alright. Speaking of ice, it's always important to hydrate. Now, it's just water, but still. Okay, so let's just continue the rink. Yep, I might have noticed that. Actually, I probably would not have noticed that. That I was missing that one dot until later, but you know, sometimes you see things and sometimes you don't. Oh, speaking of seeing things and not, Streamlabs came out with their regular streaming report. They do this on a regular basis, hence the regular report. Just of, hey, how many hours are people streaming? What are people watching? How many people are watching? That type of thing. You actually go slower on ice. I wasn't aware of that. Interesting. Anyway, Mixer stats were interesting. In that Mixer had probably the highest growth of people streaming to the platform of anything, right? But what was interesting is the hours people are watching is going down. And it was the second largest platform for people streaming to, but not people watching. So Mixer is definitely a platform for streamers and not for viewers, apparently. Which is unfortunate. I think Mixer has some really, really nice capabilities. But, you know, I really like the FTL capability because it gets the latency down to the point where it's almost instant, which is really nice. Especially for me as a streamer, when it's that low, and y'all comment and I can see, oh yeah, that's what you're laughing at or commenting about and all that good stuff. Hey, I definitely recognize that. and see it, and it's like, this is awesome. Since I do like to be marginally interactive. Okay, so what I'll end up doing here, obviously, is taking out a bunch of torches. But I'll be slapping some sea lanterns around in places just to keep things from, to keep the rink lit and all that stuff. But I can do that since the packed ice doesn't melt. Regular ice does. So I guess that's a, is that a change? I don't remember. Again, I don't use ice often, but I thought sea lanterns were was a cold light and so wouldn't melt ice. But apparently, that's not the case. So, also, hey, let's take a moment to sleep just to keep the villagers I have around here partially safe, but also to help keep my bees working. Turns out bees, just like a lot of people, tend to work best during the daytime when they're awake, and they don't tend to work very well at night while they're sleeping. You know, despite all of these sheltered home orders, that hasn't changed the fact that people don't work very much while they're asleep. Okay. You know, it's just one of those things. Reality being what it is, we just have to deal with that. Though I forgot what I read a short story a while back. I don't remember where I read it. It may have been shared on a blog, the old K5 blog or something like that. But it was the story was sort of a sci-fi story of a guy who basically leased the computing power of his brain. The story went that, you know, it was common for people to have neural jacks that would then they would jack into the internet and to whatever for communication and stuff. He had like an industrial type one, and then he would go to some place and they would hook him up, and then he would basically fall asleep, and for the next 8 to 12 hours or something like that, they just used his brain power as CPU. It's like Folding at Home, or which is now doing some really cool stuff for lending computing power for COVID relief, as they try to find you know, cures and vaccines and stuff. If you want to help get masks to hospitals and stuff, which is desperately needed, you can donate. There's a link that's been dropping in the chat. It's also on the Mixplay board. But if you go to bit.ly, that's bit.ly/MFG COVID-19. So the ARC was the Red Cross one. bit.ly/MFG COVID-19. You can donate and help Direct Relief provide masks, gloves, all that PPE gear to those people and organizations that need it. They also provide some other medical assistance and equipment things. So yeah, if you could help, that would be awesome. And for every donation of $5 or more, I've got some extreme sour warheads that I will eat one, and that I'm sure is going to be a somewhat comedic experience. Certainly was the last time that happened. Okay, I might actually have enough ice to pull this off. Actually, I know I've got some because I've got more in my red shulker box, but I might have enough in my inventory to pull this off, which is definitely a good thing. Yeah, poor little cat. Sitting down there, it's like, okay, I used to get up. Now there's ice and cold, and I can't get anywhere. What do I do? Help me. Of course, these cats just meow a lot more than regular wild cats do. For those of you who live in areas where there happen to be more feral cats, we used to have a person who lived near us who was opposed to getting their cats fixed, and so we used to have a whole bunch of feral cats. It was weird. They were opposed to getting their cats fixed, which is fine, I guess. But then they let them run wild. So basically, they were just breeding feral cats. Well, that was not ideal. Okay, I think I've got it. So yeah, we used to have a bunch. Most of that family moved away, and most of those cats have died or been adopted or something else like that. So, okay, I think I'm all iced up. Awesome. Okay, now I am going to actually need more ice to fill in these gaps. At least for part of them. I do want to come in here though. Since the sea lanterns don't melt, well, since the packed ice doesn't melt, actually. It's not that the sea lanterns don't melt it, it's that the packed ice doesn't melt. Let's see. I like to place these at the face-off dots because it gives, it gives a good highlight to the dot. Right? Makes some sense. Okay. I think maybe I'll put some red concrete because I've got the red line that's going to come through. Okay. Light up the goal. All right. So that's that. Now I know I'm going to need a lot more. You know what I could do is just do all of the circles in Sea Lantern. And basically all of the lines and all of that in Sea Lantern, and then cover it. That'll work. Except for right around the goals. The goals are going to have to be, I think, just full wool blocks, which is what I did on the PlayStation world. All right. Yeah, so this should work just fine. Other than the fact I can't apparently place blocks where they're supposed to go. I'm bad at that. I really am. Okay. Once I get this all out, then we'll see how it looks and if and where I may need to just slip a little bit more light, but I'll turn all the highlights here into Sea Lantern goodness. Oh, give me a home in the vault where things roam. Okay. Grab all this packed ice, which, again, we'll probably not need all of that, but it'll be nice to have it nonetheless. Okay, good. Hey, it's working. Alrighty then. Let's just finish. Yeah. But this will be good too, because it'll light up the rink in a fun way. Right? Because what we'll end up seeing is basically highlights around all of the important parts of the ice. The goal, the face-off circles, the red and blue lines, right? All that good stuff. Okay. Now it's annoying. I've got all this extra concrete under there that I didn't use, but I don't feel like digging it out. So now what could be fun is underneath this, then you'll have a hockey rink as a ceiling, and that can be fun. Well, that's not where it goes either. Les sigh. Forgot. You know, for those of you who remember the Pepe Le Pew cartoons, it's like, oh look, let's teach a generation of kids how to be how to sexually harass somebody. But they the cat there would occasionally cat or sometimes Pepe would just lay sigh and would sigh in some fun dramatic fake pseudo French sort of way. Okay, so just and okay, I am out of sea lanterns. Well, that's inconvenient. The good news is I've got it over here. I, meaning Mandolin, has some in the Guardian farm, so I'm probably not the person who uses the most sea lanterns, but I use a heck of a lot of them. All right, so yep. Let me out! Let me out! I'm stuck in the vault. It's like the scene in Harry Potter where they ask, where Harry asked the Goblin and Gringotts how often they check the vaults to see if somebody got trapped inside. It's like, yeah, they say every 10 years or so. I think it was that conversation that made Harry realize he doesn't like goblins as much as he thought he did. Goblins are a little bit bloodthirsty. Which, works for them. So, who am I to say that Goblin Society is wrong, All right. All right, back down here with a few more sea lanterns. Oh, and I need to remember to put the goal. I need some more acacia fence to do that, but it's all right. Okay, so yeah, we're getting there. Now as I recall, there were a few spots around the outside of the rink where things got dark, and I think there were some areas like right here in front of the goal where it's just a little bit dark. But so yeah, I have to do a little bit of work there perhaps just to because you can see like right in here. What is that? 3 blocks from the So right in here and then right over here by the goal, right? You can see it gets a little bit dark right there in the slot. Howdy, Coyote. All right, so let's see now. So we'll just slide through all of this. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be okay. It's not a huge issue. I do need to take out this block, I think, and that block. Right? Did I count that right? So that's 3. That's 3. Where is my schematic? Yeah. Okay. Of course, if I'd been smart about it, okay. Really? Fine. I'll grumble. All right, so I do need to get a little bit more acacia. Unfortunately, acacia is the closest to red that I can get for the hockey goals, but it's So it's not the type of red that matches the concrete. But that's okay. All right, so I need to go get a bunch of stuff. I need some acacia to finish that. And then I need a whole mess of wool. Like not just a little bit of wool, but a whole mess of it. Okay, so put most of that back. Put all of this ice away. And now I need... Okay, I've got plenty of red, or I've got plenty of blue, excuse me. Blue and red, not the same color, it turns out. And I've got plenty of green. So I'm just going to need a metric boatload of other. Not that box, this one. So I'm going to need all the white and lots of red as well. Yeah, that one's empty. Okay. It's like, how far up does my stash of cobblestone go? Too far up is I think what the answer is. All right. All right, so let's go take a trip to Walmart, which used to be over there, but now it's over here. They moved to a new, larger location. Okay. All right, so I need white wool, which is in the back. You know, put all the popular colors up front. Let's see. We'll go there. That should be good for now. And then I need red. Sure. All right, Mario. I need the red. Okay. Oops. That should be... That's actually probably plenty. I'll grab a little bit more just for my own personal sanity. But we'll go with that. Okay. Let's meander back in. Jump into this. Oh, okay. Right. I've certainly done that often enough when I was building the hive. Just slimed my way down the honey. All right. Where's my bed? Things moved and I got confused. I'm over here. There we go. What I really need to do is figure out how to turn my logo into a banner or something. All right. Transporter room 1 takes you back to spawn. Transporter room 2 takes you back here. Which is a place to be. All right. Great. Oh, hang on. I need the blue. Because, hey, turns out. I'll take that green carpet as well since I need it. I'll take a little bit more blue wool. I'm not sure. It's right here. I can come back to it at any time, but... All right, so let's start with... I've got a couple places I need some blocks. Right, because I need to put blocks there. Because the fence post has to go there. It'll block the wool, you know. All right, now let's craft some... Okay, so let's craft some red to cover up the lines. So I'll get all of that in place, and I can come in here with some whites and finish up the goals. Or finish up the rink. Yep. So, oh, darn. Carpet used to still be able to slide on the carpet. I guess they took that out, which is too bad, because now all of that ice and stuff just doesn't make any sense. Might as well take it all out. And yeah, because you can see I can slide, you know. Right, you slide on the ice. You used to be able to slide on the carpet too, but man, all of this disappointment has come to my life. Yep. Just sliding. Oh, poor Tavona. The witch and her magic was too much. Alright, well, since that's going to be a problem. Now I'm just tempted to take out the ice and just go with the concrete. Because that'll look better than the carpet will. I mean, I'll still need it. I still need it for the light, though. Alright. Yeah, this has been really one disappointment after another today. Right, I'm just... Okay. Because, yeah, I used to be able to slide. I mean, obviously, the packed ice doesn't slide it very well anyway. But, yeah, I used to just be able to slide on carpet, too, when it was on the ice. It would keep those properties, but apparently not. Well, fudge. Hello again, Coyote. You keep dropping in and out of the chat. Hope your connection isn't going crazy. All right, fine. All right, what time is it? 9:15. Yeah. Well, cheese nuggets. This, all right, disappointing. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and just take the ice off, redo all of that. Since you don't maintain the slippiness, I thought you did, and I was wrong. Or maybe you do, but it's minimized. And on ice, it would be okay, but on the packed ice, might as well not even be there. Well, cheese nuggets. All right, fine. Much ado about nothing, I suppose. All right, so let's go put all of this wool I got. Certainly all the white... Oops, that's the glass box. Wool box is down here. I'm definitely not going to need all of the white. I will keep some of the red. How's it going there? Hi. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. All right. Let's see. And I do want to keep some of the red so that I can do some red carpet nonsense. All right. Well, this is just going to be... This is going to be really messy is what it's going to be. All right. So I'll just take it down to the concrete and it'll be fine. Again. Okay. Because the concrete absolutely looks better, so... Uh-oh. I do have to be careful, though, not to dig up the concrete. Despite it being called pillow hammer, it still is a hammer, and will rip the snot out of all of the. Doesn't really seem to care about the wool though, or the sea lanterns. All right. Yeah, sea lanterns are apparently not in its collect all the things programming, which is okay, I guess. So you know what? I'll wait on the sea lanterns. Let's get the ice out of here. That really bums me out, though. I really would have liked it to have been slippery and stuff, but it's all right. Again, I've said it multiple times today. Minecraft is more an impressionist painting than a photograph. So keep that in mind, and it's all good. All right, so we'll just take this down to the concrete. Yeah, because the solid white of the concrete will look a lot better than than white carpet and all this stuff. See, you know, this is why you test stuff before you go and build all of it. Let this be a lesson. Learn from my mistakes, because I won't. I will absolutely be building another one of these types of giant things, and that's it. Mandolin has made it too easy to build, and it's made me careless and sloppy. Okay, no, I've always been careless and sloppy, but still. And thank you for those sparks there, hi. All right. Unless you want elite speak pronunciation where it's like hisses or something. I don't know. It's hard to oops. Sometimes it's hard to translate usernames. I try, but fail as often as not. Probably fail more often than not. I don't know. All right, I'm fighting hard to keep my positive attitude. I try to be positive most of the time and usually succeed, but there are times it just gets, you know, disheartening, you know? It's one of a motto I try to live by. And this is a lesson I learned from my dad. My dad was recovering from surgery. He'd just come out of the hospital for surgery. It was for cancer. They were removing, I forgot what it was that time. Yes, that time. He's had multiple bouts with cancer. But of various types, turns out. But he was sitting there in the hospital room, and I was there to pick him up. All the nurses, you know, there was a nurse there to do all the paperwork and all this stuff, right? Because you can't just check out. You've got discharge papers and all that good stuff, right? Jump to the vault, put all this stuff away. And he was sitting there chatting with the nurse about, you know, whatever was going on. And that zombie sounds a lot closer than I'm really comfortable with. Anyway, so he was chatting with the nurse. And I watched as this parade of nurses came into his room to tell him goodbye, tell him how much fun it was for him to be in the floor, how much they were going to miss having him there, and, you know, speedy recovery and all that stuff. And it was fun and exciting, but it was interesting. I mean, he was regaling them with his time as a cop. I mean, he spent 30 years, a shade over 30 years actually, on the police department. And so, of course, had all sorts of stories. And, you know, nurses like a good blood and gore story as much as anyone else, especially since he had several of people that he had arrested who ended up having to go to the hospital for one reason or another. You know, it's like the one guy they arrested, and he tried to avoid going right to jail by claiming that he swallowed a baggie full of drugs or something. It's like, okay, well, since you told me that, I have to believe you. So you go to the hospital first and you get your stomach pumped, which is less fun than being in jail, I understand. So yeah, stories like that, right? Anyway, so my dad's in the hospital, getting checked out. All the nurses are showing up, and we got talking a little bit about it. He says, you know, I could sit here and sort of whine and complain and be all woe is me about how I'm having to having to be here dealing with the surgery for this cancer and stuff. Or I could not, right? Because, you know, it's focusing on that doesn't help anything, right? I'm paraphrasing most of this conversation, right? But because I don't remember it exactly. And I came out of that, as I was thinking about that, and I came out of that experience with a new personal motto, which is, there's no situation so bad that complaining about it won't make it worse. Okay? There's no situation so bad that complaining about it won't make it worse. And the basic gist of it is that when you start whining and complaining about things, you're focusing on the negative. You're magnifying the negative aspects of whatever you're going through. Okay? And in doing so, you're making it harder to focus on solutions, focus on other good things that might be going on. And I've tried to live that most of my life since that day. Have I been successful in that my whole life? No. 100% no. I wish I could say yes. But let's be honest. It's really easy to complain about things. Okay, it's about to get really dark in here. All right. So now, here's the plan. Let's grab my regular pickaxe. And hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. I've already welcomed you. You've been here, and that's awesome. But yes, thank you for that follow. And it's absolutely true. You know, I just as you deal with, and Jay, also thank you for the follow. But yeah, so as I sit here and I think about that day a lot, partly because, hey, you know, it was a day that my dad was coming out of, you know, cancer surgery. That's obviously on my mind a lot, but no, maybe not a lot, but it comes up. So as I think about that, it's like, I could complain about what's going on here, or I could not. Right? I could sit and whine about how we're going through a pandemic and how, okay, I'm stuck inside and stuff, or I could not. Right? At least, I mean, marginally inside, it is still allowed, at least in Colorado, to meander out and to go for a walk and that type of thing. But, you know, I can complain about how I have to work from home, or I can be grateful for the fact that I can work from home. Because there are a lot of people that can't. All right, these are the types of things you can complain and whine about how Bad things are happening. Ah, this is the wrong pickaxe. I don't need the... That's the regular one. That's the Silk Touch. Ah, wasted so many. Oh, well. So yeah, Jay, you should have already gotten the notice, but this is not a server I can grant access to. All right. Well, that was silly. But yes, in order to keep things family friendly as well, I don't let random people from the internet join my games while I'm streaming. Okay, so just do this. So the other way. Man, I can't believe I broke all of those sea lanterns. Man, it's just one of those things. Oh well. But I've got the shards, and again, this world is not a big deal. Alright. Okay, so this will go through. Xbox Live chat would be really funny, except that, one, I don't have Xbox Live, and two, I'm not going to do Xbox Live chat with a random person on the internet live on the stream. Again, family friendly and all that good stuff. Gonna keep all that action going. Yeah. So the lines are gonna look a little bit silly. Just a little bit, you know, because they've got the because it's got the carpet, but it'll work better this way. The white ice will look... I may have to play with this a little bit, but... Okay, you know what? Why are you not... Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I think I got it. I didn't get it. Well, fine. Those are just going to dance there for a while. Okay, well, you know... I'm second-guessing myself again. All right. Well, for absolute sureness... Okay. I'm going to take out the sea lanterns. Let me do that first. Because the carpet... The carpet looks not great, to be honest. Slap a torch down for a minute. So what I might do here instead, because the red and white, you know, once you've got it all lined out like this, I think maybe I'll just dig out the ceiling, slap enough, you know, all of the. Let's do it that way. There we go. Slap all of this stuff in the ceiling just so I have enough light. And I'll just do it that way. All right, that's fine. Annoying, but fine. Okay. So much to undo. It's like half this episode is just undoing stuff I did earlier in the episode. But that is one of the cool things about Minecraft. It's something that it's important to remember sometimes. And actually, it's an important life lesson as well. It's a lesson about sunk costs. Is just because you spent a lot of time doing something doesn't mean that you now have to deal with that for the rest of your life. Okay? You know, this is a big issue in the business world. Where it's like, okay, we spent all of this money working on this, and it didn't work, but we have to make it work because we spent all this money on this. That's the sunk cost fallacy. The idea that, okay, we've already spent so much time and effort doing this. We absolutely have to do it this way. Otherwise, what was the point, right? You know, and that could be anything. It's like maybe you go to college, you spend years learning a particular field or something like that, right? Maybe you're studying programming. Maybe you're studying music, right? You spend all these years, all this money, you know, working on that, and it doesn't work out. Right? I said, okay, I can't get a job as a musician, or turns out programming just isn't for me. Well, you don't have to make yourself do it just because you spent all of that time in college, right? Yes. What does that mean? There's lots of time and money that was spent that you don't get to, that you're not directly benefiting from anymore? Absolutely, it means that. On the other hand, it also means that you can go and do something else, something that you'll enjoy more, something that will be of more benefit to you, your family, your friends, whatever else you got going on, right? There's nothing written that you have to do the same thing your entire life, right? You know, Minecraft is, a really trivial example of some of that, right? Where it's, oh, I spent all this time building this. You know, I did the ice and then the packed ice, and that didn't work. And then I did, X, Y, and Z, and that didn't work, right? Well, that's true. But, sometimes you can undo it. And that doesn't mean there aren't consequences, things that you have to deal with because of it, right? It still takes the time to undo all of this. But should just work it this way. But it also, I'm not stuck with it, right? I can keep chugging and do something else that's cool and awesome and exciting. Right? So, life lessons from Minecraft. Just because you did it one way doesn't mean you can't do it another way. Okay. There we go. So we'll just run the lighting across. So let's see what that. Let's take these torches out. Oh, it's a little bit off because of the sea lanterns there. Let's see what this is going to look like on this side, where I've got some darkness and no sea lanterns in the floor to light things up. Now, I still might drop a sea lantern and carpet here in the middle, but... So let me go ahead and just dig this across this way so I can give it enough light. And we'll see how this goes. But yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, you can sit and complain. Whoa, all right. You can sit and complain about how you've screwed up and stuff, or that, hey, now my life isn't perfect. Which turns out most people's lives aren't perfect. It's just the nature of the beast. Yeah, I think let's get the light over here first. And then I'll start playing with design. But I think I'm getting enough light from these sea lanterns that, this is going to use a zillion sea lanterns. Not something I would build in survival if I did not have this. When I built it on the PlayStation, I didn't have the option to, go raid a guardian farm for sea lanterns. I just did this with stone and carpet, because concrete didn't exist yet. I just lit it up from underneath. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think it will still need a little bit of light. Let's take this torch out for a minute. I think that'll be enough light as it goes forward. But I also think what I'm going to do is I will go ahead and light up the center of each of these circles, because it'll emphasize it some. It'll just be interesting to see and make sure I actually have enough light as I go through all of this, but I think it'll be okay. Man, I really wish the carpet had worked on the ice. That's one of those things I thought it did, and I was wrong. Hey, remember when I talked about making mistakes? This is one of them. However, this might not be a bad one. I may have screwed up in a way that's actually not too bad. So right, I've been going every other one with the sea lanterns, right? Except for this one, which I apparently couldn't reach. But look what I did right here. Right. I skipped 2 blocks instead of 1. But look at the happy little accident. It's right in the middle. It is right in the middle. So I could actually just leave it and pretend I meant to do it that way. It is absolutely a lie. I am a lying liar who lies about lying. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so I just have to be sure I do this right as I go with the rest of the way, because otherwise that's going to be really, really lame. Okay. But yeah, you can see I've got some darkness over here. Yep, so much to undo. But it's okay. Again, it's life lessons. I will somehow survive screwing up in Minecraft. There are places where, if you screw up, mistakes are a little bit more serious. Minecraft is not one of those places. And I said it on in a video on TikTok. Right? If you want to follow Music Free Gaming on TikTok or Instagram, if that's more your speed. Because I post those videos there as well. A person's self-worth is not defined by their mistakes. Or a person's value is not defined by their mistakes. Right? Just because you make a mistake doesn't make you less of a person, doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make anything. Just all it is, hey, I made a mistake. So some have more involved consequences. You screw up, you accidentally set a gas station on fire. That's a bit more of a mistake that's a little bit harder to work with. But placing blocks in the wrong place in Minecraft is definitely not one of those places where you really need to stress about it. Sounds like I'm trying to convince myself. Alright, so I think what I'll do, let's get this going. And then the other thing I want to do, since I've got my screw up line over here, I'll just continue doing this on this side. How am I doing? Ooh, just about time for me to get stop. Yeah, so I've got an early stop today because I'm going to be watching the General Conference of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which I'm always excited about. I know not everybody watching this will be, but I'm always excited about. So that starts at 10, so I'm going to be stopping to watch that. Y'all can watch too over at conference.churchofjesuschrist.org. But oh yeah, conference is going to be super fun. I look forward to conference every year anyway, but or every 6 months. But this year is a special thing. It's a bicentennial year for the church. It's plus there's all of the other fun stuff of, hey, we're going through a global pandemic, and maybe hearing what a prophet of God has to say in this time might be helpful. But that's just that's just me. What other people are into, that's. But yep. All right, let me jump down to the vault for a minute. Vault. Oh my vaulty, put away all the ice. I do want to try to get a little bit more of this light in place before I stop, just to do stuff. And probably what I'm going to do, since, conference, it's many hours sitting and listening to very awesome things. But if I'm looking for something to do, keep my hands busy while I listen, I may just do some of this while I'm doing that. But yeah, it's. But yeah, I always look forward to conference. It's an exciting time for me. Okay, so that's right. I need to go start making sure my family's all up and stuff too. Yeah, so not too bad. It'll look a little bit better. Of course, now I'm second guessing myself again, because that does look really nice there with the circle all lit up too. Again, impressionist painting, seeing it from a distance. It's like the pointillism craze, where they just did dots. Like a dot matrix printer, but with paint. Yeah, I could do that. And this, I think there's enough light there that's shining on this. Can you see the light level of a block here? Yeah. 9, 10, 9. I think, what's the monster spawn? Is it 7? 7. So yeah. Is it barely enough light? Yes. But it is enough light. And I still like I do like how the rings, the face-off circles here light up. So maybe I will just undo that. Whether I undo the blue line or not, I don't know. I'll have to play with that and see. But for now, I think that is going to work. All right. Cool. Well, it's something for me to play with here as I continue on. So it'll be a little bit dim, but if I run the lights all the way across, that'll give me plenty of light. And then if I do want to go ahead and, at least over the face-off dots, drop in the. But I could see just doing it on all of the lines, which was my original plan. Way back in the original plan days. Back when rocks were soft. Yeah, that'll highlight the highlights on the ice, really. And then the overhead lights will provide enough light so it doesn't spawn monsters. Of course, if I lead a number of iron golems down here, put them on the team, then if monsters spawn in it, then it would be a hockey match. Oh man, could you see it? Monster spawn, drop onto the ice, an ice rink full of iron golems, right? It would be like, it would really be a hockey match. There'd be people getting smashed against the glass. It would be great. I have ideas. It's going to be crazy. All right. Well, on that note, oh boy. All right. Let's I'll jump to the vault. Let me go ahead and fire up the end credits. And I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. Again, as I sign off a little early, go end credits go. All right. We'll do it this way. All right. So they'll start showing off the end credits. Eventually they'll roll even, which is super fun and exciting too. Okay, really? All right, well, I don't know what's going on. Everything has gone silly. But I do want to thank all of you for joining. And for new followers, Jay, hi, what's that? Coyote. Y'all are awesome and wonderful and amazing, even though the credits didn't roll like I. Oh, hey, that's because I hid them because I was working on something else. And thank you so much for all those sparks there. Hi. Even though you see them in the chat, you can't see them, everything else. There they go. There are the credits. So hi, Jay, Coyote. Y'all are awesome and amazing. And I will be streaming again on, what is it? Tuesday. Tuesday at 6 p.m. I stream at the same time every Tuesday. You'd think I'd remember. Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Check it out. You can follow me on the socials. I always post the schedule on Twitter and in the Discord. And on Patreon. So be sure to check all of that action out. And again, if you can help out with COVID-19 relief, there's a link, bit.ly/MFG COVID-19. That's bit.ly/MFG COVID-19 and help provide personal protective equipment, masks and stuff to our healthcare workers. That will be awesome and wonderful. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music for Gaming signing off.